Glen Helen two-stroke World Championship, my first race ever. We're gonna go for a practice. My hands are a little shaky. You see them mess around, but it's gonna be fun. So this race would not be possible if it wouldn't be for Jay Clark here. So Jay, thanks a lot, man. He pushed me for like a couple of years now to go racing, and then he just make it possible for me. We have bike with Jay, setup and all that. So thanks a lot, man.
Oh yeah, no problem. It's gonna be fun.
Yeah. So tell me more. What's going on here? This is the biggest race, one of the biggest races on the at Glen Helen, right?
Yeah. For motocross bikes, it's kind of this and the big vet race in the fall. This is in the spring, and tons of two-strokes out here, and a lot of vet classes because there's a lot of vets riding two-strokes and bringing kids out. It's really fun.
Yeah, cool, man. I always wanted to race. Just kind of have the feeling to line up on the gate with like 20 different guys, and I'm shaking a little bit. I did a little practice, but dude, I'm really excited.
I think you're gonna have like 30 other guys, so it's gonna be a big race, and you got second gates. It's really crowded. There's 15 motos with multiple 2 and 3 gates every race, so it's gonna be a lot of guys.
Yeah, and we are on YZ 125 that we reviewed recently. This is a beautiful 2022 YZ 125. We got Vasco piston in this thing. What else do we have here, Jay?
FMF pipe and silencer, and of course Decal Works knocked it out of the park with our graphics. Pro X chain and sprockets. We went up one size on the rear sprocket for these hills here at Glen Helen. ODI bars, grips, and Factory Connection did the suspension, and it's really good.
Right on. Okay, so let's go racing. Alright guys, so moto number 1, this is open beginner, so there are different bikes in the class, 125s, 250, maybe something even a little bit bigger than that. And my strategy, if I can say that, was to don't push too hard when the gate drops. I wanted to maybe be somewhere in the mid-pack, so I don't get all tangled in first turn with somebody, but I'll have enough room, and I wanted to be safe. I wanted to come back home and go to work on Monday. This is crazy! But at the same time, I'm pretty competitive, so I was hoping to get, like maybe mid-pack, and then hopefully be able to pass few guys and see what I can do. As I said, this is 250 and other bikes mixed together with 125, so some guys, they are on the faster bikes. But as you can see through the race, I was able to actually pick few guys. I passed several people, so right after the start I was number 14, and then towards the end I passed like 3 or 4 guys on 250s. There was a Husky, there was Cowie 250, and a couple other bikes. Somebody got stuck. That's a big thing, just to be able to go smoothly through those ruts and bumps. That already gives you advantage, and if you don't crash, if you don't get stuck somewhere, you most likely pick up few guys and get better plays. So this was my first race, and out of 20 people, open beginner, I ended up number 9.
Woo! My first checker flag ever! I don't think I was lost. Woo-hoo! I don't think I was lost. Man, this is something else, my goodness! Whoa! My first moto ever, first gate drop, first checker flag. Dude, that feels amazing. I mean, I was all shaky, but then when I got into like the first lap, it kind of all went away, and it was just fun. Gnarly, super gnarly, all the ruts and all the bumps before the jumps, after the jumps. Really gnarly, but good. First moto in, let's do a little more.
Second moto of the day, this was a different class. This is 125 beginner. That means that only 125s are on the gate, and all of them are different ages. So there were some 15 years old kids next to me, even some super mini next to me. So I understood that some of these guys, they will be just really on it, and they don't need to go back to work on Monday, right? So I wanted to be maybe even a little bit more cautious over here. So after the gate drop, I was at the back of a pack. Maybe I was like 24, 25th. This was 28 guys lined up at the gate. So again, I wanted to let them go maybe a little bit, and then see if I will be able to pace a few guys on these 125s. And as you can tell, I wasn't doing too bad. I mean, first lap didn't even finish, and I think I came from like 24 all the way to maybe like 15 or so. Again, there is some guys that were riding over their head, so they just ended up off the track, or they just crashed, so it was easy to pass them. But also some other guys that in the turns, they go outside, I go inside, so it was fun to picking these guys one by one. And I was doing really good on this moto, but as you can see, somebody crashed really hard, and they brought a red flag.
Red flag. Somebody went down hard. Too bad, because I was doing pretty good. I think I was like mid-pack. There's a bunch of guys behind me. Whew. Hopefully not too bad. So what's gonna happen now? Restart?
Alright guys, so second start in 125 beginner started pretty much the same as the first start. I was somewhere in the back of the pack, and I was little by little going through the guys and getting into, I would say, maybe like a mid-pack. So it was going okay. I was feeling good. I was thinking that, hey, I have 15 minutes ahead of me. These motos are 15 minutes. So I was thinking I would be able to go through the pack a little bit more and maybe do like a top 10 or something like that. So I was riding my own pace and race, and a few guys were off the track again. A few guys I could pass. They go inside, I go outside, and the track was really rough. You can see there is a lot of deep ruts, so it was easy for guys to get stuck in the deep rut. Again, as I said before, if you can go through those ruts smoothly, even though maybe not so fast, but you go through it smoothly, that's already a big advantage for you, because you can pass guys like that. So sometimes people will tip over, or they will get stuck in the rut, they will go inside or outside, bunch of bumps, and it was just a really rough track with this many racers on the track. I was feeling pretty good. I was thinking that, yeah, I can pick up more guys, until this happened. The guy in front of me kind of crossed over to my line, and then I tipped over. I still hold the clutch in, the bike didn't die, but by the time I was able to get back on the bike in front of this St. Helen Hill, Mount St. Helen Hill, that is like the biggest hill at Glen Helen, like 12 or 11 guys passed me. All these people that I passed on the first lap, they passed me again. So I had to get back and make that hill in the first gear, second gear, and then just get back on the race and try to go and pass those guys again. And yeah, that's that's what it was. I wasn't very happy if that thing doesn't happen. I think I can do top 10, but going through the pack again at the end of the race, at the end of the 15 minutes, I was actually able to come to the place number 14, which was exactly mid-pack, because there was 28 guys at the gates. Come on!
How was that one?
That one was more difficult. It was more difficult, more guys, and I went down because one guy went down almost in front of me, and I grabbed the front brake, and I went down with him. So then like 6-7 guys passed me, and it was like up the biggest hill, right? So I had to go first gear, clutch it, and do all the way to the top. But then I picked up a few guys after that. I got fast, but it was like 250, so it was the class that started behind me, like 250 novice or something like that. So overall, it's pretty good.
Okay, Rado, got a few motos, and what do you think of real racing?
Dude, it's a lot of fun. It's an amazing feeling to do it, but it's really gnarly too, especially the second moto. It got really tough, really rough over there.
And this track gets rougher than about anything and around.
Yeah, I was counting it. The first race was like 15 races and 3 starts every race, so that's 45 motos. And they didn't touch the track. So second motos are up to 45 motos. Like, that's crazy.
It's a lot. It's a lot going on.
And it's around 900 racers here.
Yeah.
900 races, guys. That's one of the biggest races here in Glen Helen, I think, right?
Yeah. So pretty fun race. What do you think of the 125? The pipe looks gorgeous.
Yeah, I love it. It did so well. On the open class, I was pulling 250s uphill. I just clutched it a little bit more, and those, yeah, I raced against these 250s, and I pulled them uphill. So bike did really well. I love it. Good suspension, brakes, power, amazing.
And we talked about this, that this was a major race to take Rado to for his first race. And people are like, why are you doing this? I don't know. We just, especially because it was a 2-stroke race, and we had the 2 strokes, and he likes the 125.
Because Rado is a tough guy.
Tough guy. So now we're going to get back out here to some regular Saturday motocrosses at Glen Helen. They have that are really fun, a little bit more vet and kid oriented, and earlier days. It doesn't get this rough. You're out of here by like 12 or 1 kind of thing. So we're looking forward to that coming up.
And I didn't race 4 motos. I wanted to do 4 motos, but after third moto, Jay is like, hey, a lot of people got hurt. We have 2 red flags. One guy broke his femur, and it was getting really rough. So he was like, hey, how about you don't race the last moto? So it's already like 4 p.m. and I agreed because I would have to wait another hour. And it's getting late, and I'm tired, and the track is really rough. So 3 motos for me for a first race, I think that's sufficient. That's actually way more than I was expecting. I was just thinking I'll do 2 motos. So that was really good. And I was 9 after first moto, so after second, I don't know, I have to check the results. I'll put it below in the screen. I'll let you know what was my overall in the open beginner, right?
Beginner. And that was against 250s and 500s. And regardless, you did great for your first time out, way better than I was, thinking. And the fact that you didn't get an ambulance ride out or anything like that, that's a win. So there you go.
Yeah. So thank God for bringing me home safe. I'm not home yet, but the drive home should be easy. So it was really good. Thanks a lot, Jay.
Hey,
Appreciate it.
It was awesome. It was fun to be around somebody that's excited to race. I don't get out to the races as much as I used to, and I like riding more than racing, but I had a good time as well. So good time.
Cool. Thank you, guys, and don't forget, whatever you do,
stay motivated.
See you later.